أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد عليه أفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم. أما بعد, inshallah we will continue with Surah Younus today, inshallah. We will start from ayah 54, Surah Younus. And Allah Azza wa Jal here says, وَلَوْ أَنَّ لِكُلِّ نَفْسٍ ظَلَمَتْ مَا فِي الْأَرْضِ لَافْتَدَتْ بِهِ وَأَسَرُّوا النَّدَامَةَ لَمَّا رَأَوُا الْعَذَابَ وَقُضِيَ بَيْنَهُم بِالْقِسْطِ وَهُمْ لَا يُظْلَمُونَ. وَلَوْ أَنَّ لِكُلِّ نَفْسٍ ظَلَمًا. If every soul that transgressed and did wrongdoing and went against the commandments of Allah Azza wa Jal, that if every one of them, they would, everyone that has done so on the day of Qiyamah, they will come with one thing, which is, they're going to say, if I own everything on earth, if all the belongings I have on earth, I would give it away to become saved on the day of Qiyamah. So all the people who transgress on the day of Qiyamah, they're going to give away their children, they're going to give away their wealth, they're going to give away anything that they own, the billions that they own. Even if they had the earth and like it folds, they would give it away to be saved. And then what they say, and Allah Azza wa Jalla says, وَأَسَرُّوا النَّدَامَةَ. And on that day, they will keep to themselves the nadama. They felt sorry now for what they have done. They have realized that they have wronged done themselves and went against and transgressed against the commandment of Allah Azza wa Jalla. When did they do that? لَمَّا رَأُوا الْعَذَابَ. When they see the punishment in their own eyes. وَقُضِيَ بَيْنَهُم بِالْقِسْطِ. And on that day, Allah Azza wa Jalla has decreed between them in justice. وَهُمْ لَا يُظْلَمُونَ. And they will not be wronged. So subhanallah, in other ayats in the Quran, Allah Azza wa Jalla tells us, if they have the equivalent of earth and folds of it in gold, they would have given it away to be saved. But that's not going to help them. Not going to help them in any way. Then Allah Azza wa Jalla says, أَلَا إِنَّ لِلَّهِ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. Isn't it true that everything in the heavens and on earth belong to Allah Azza wa Jalla? أَلَا إِنَّ وَعْدَ اللَّهِ حَقٌّ. And Allah is asking those questions, but the answer is yes. And then Allah says, أَلَا إِنَّ وَعْدَ اللَّهِ حَقٌّ. Isn't it indeed that the promise of Allah Azza wa Jal is true? وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَهُمْ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. But indeed, most of them, they are not aware of this and they don't know. هُوَ يُحْيِي وَيُمِيتُ وَإِلَيْهِ تُرْجَعُونَ. Know that Allah Azza wa Jal is the one who brings life. Allah Azza wa Jal who takes away life, who brings death. And to Him we will all return. يَا أَيُّهَا النَّاسِ. All mankind. That's a speech to everybody. قَدْ جَاءَتْكُمْ مَوْعِظَةٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ. A very great advice has come to you from your Lord. وَشِفَاءٌ لِمَا فِي الصُّدُورِ. And a cure to what's in your chest and what's in your hearts inside. What is the cure to your chest? What is that great wisdom that comes to you from Allah Azza wa Jal? This Quran. O mankind, this Quran has come to you. It's a great wisdom from your Lord and is a cure to what's in your chest. وَهُدًى وَرَحْمَةٌ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. And in it there is guidance and mercy to the believers. So if you truly believe in it, know that this is a cure for you. This is a cure for your chest. This is a great wisdom from your Lord. But when you look at the Quran, it is not a cure to the unbelievers. It is actually punishment for them. Because it tells them that they're going to Jahannam, whereas the mu'min sees all the calamities that are happening around him or her, but they realize that alhamdulillah, the abad is Jannah, inshallah. Then Allah Azza wa Jalla says, قُلْ بِفَضْلِ اللَّهِ وَبِرَحْمَتِهِ فَبِذَلِكَ فَلْيَفْرَحُوا هُوَ خَيْرٌ مِّمَّا يَجْمَعُونَ. See, I mentioned one time in the khutbah that we as Muslims, we should not be, happy. We should not be saddened. We always need to accept whatever Allah Azza wa Jal has given us, and it's from Allah Azza wa Jal. But then Allah Azza wa Jal says happiness is only through one thing. You should only be happy and feel the true happiness قُلْ بِفَضْلِ اللَّهِ وَبِرَحْمَتِهِ. Because it's from the will of Allah, the bounties of Allah who has bestowed on you, and the mercy that He has placed upon you by guiding you to Islam. You should happy for that. You should happy to be a Muslim, to be guided by Allah Azza wa Jal. فَلْيَفْرَحُوا. Let them be happy with that. هُوَ خَيْرٌ مِّمَّا يَجْمَعُونَ. It's better than anything else they are trying to collect and to do on this earth, the kuffar. قُلْ أَرَأَيْتُمْ مَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ مِنْ رِزْقٍ فَجَعَلْتُمْ مِنْهُ حَلَالًا وَحَرَامًا. We're in ayah 59 in Surah Younus. Then Allah Azza wa Jalla says, قُلْ أَرَأَيْتُمْ, see, have you seen مَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ مِنْ رِزْقٍ, what Allah Azza wa Jalla has sent down to you in terms of sustenance, in terms of provisions. فَجَعَلْتُمْ مِنْهُ حَرَامًا وَحَلَالًا, you have made upon the rizq that Allah has given you, you have decided on, this is, I'm going to make this haram on me, I'm going to make this halal, I'm going to make this unlawful, I'm going to make this lawful, based on your own desires. قُلْ اللَّهُ أَذِنَ لَكُمْ, and I'm going to explain to you with the context of this ayah. Then Allah Azza wa Jalla asks this question, He says, did Allah give you the permission to do that? To go and decide, make halal whatever you want and make haram whatever you want? أَمْ عَلَى اللَّهِ تَفْتَرُونَ, or are you trying to transgress upon the commandments of Allah Azza wa Jalla? The kuffar, and this is basically also another reference to what Allah Azza wa Jalla tells us in Surah Al-An'am, where the kuffar have decided, they said, oh, what's in the inner pieces of the lamb, for example, is only for boy, not for girls. So they made haram for girls, made halal for boys. And then they said, oh, these are the things we're going to give to Allah Azza wa Jalla, and these are the things for their idols. And then they're deciding to make halal and haram, and they follow their own desires. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, here it's teaching us the halal and the haram, it's not something that you play with and you make decision and you decide. Halal is decreed by Allah and haram is decreed by Allah Azza wa Jalla. أَمْ عَلَى اللَّهِ تَفْتَرُونَ وَمَا ظَنُّ الَّذِينَ يَفْتَرُونَ عَلَى اللَّهِ الْكَذِبَ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ. And what do they think, those people who are creating falsehood against Allah Azza wa Jalla on the day of Qiyamah? They go and they make laws and they make rules and they make, halal and haram. What are they thinking? How are they going to face Allah Azza wa Jalla on the day of Qiyamah? إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَذُو فَضْلٍ عَلَى النَّاسِ وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَهُمْ لَا يَشْكُرُونَ. Indeed, Allah is the one who has His favors upon people, but most people are not thankful to Allah. Allah, all He wants, He has given us all these provisions. He says, take it, and all I ask you to say is Alhamdulillah. Say Bismillah. Be thankful to me. Say that this is from Allah Azza wa Jal, and accept it. And Allah has made for you halal, the good for you, and has made haram for you, the bad for you. So accept it from Allah Azza wa Jal. Then here, this is a great ayah, and it's comforting to the Prophet ﷺ and to us, the believers, and to everybody. And Allah Azza wa Jalla says, وَمَا تَكُونُ فِي شَأْنٍ وَمَا تَتْلُو مِنْهُ مِنْ قُرْآنٍ وَلَا تَعْمَدُونَ مِنْ عَمَلٍ إِلَّا كُنَّا عَلَيْكُمْ شُهُودًا إِذْ تُفِيضُونَ فِيهِ. If you were indulged in any type of affair, at work, at home, walking, driving, standing, lying down, sitting, doing work on the computer, doing whatever you're doing, ما تكون في شأن وما تتلو منه من قرآن, and not a single verse or a letter that you recite from the Quran, ولا تعملون من عمل, and nothing that you do, إلا كنا عليكم شهودا, except Allah Azza wa Jal has placed upon you witnesses. Allah is there witnessing unto you إذ تفيضون فيه, while you're doing it. So basically this ayah is saying, no matter what you do, you could be hiding in the closet, know that there are angels and Allah Azza wa Jal is able to see you. If you are walking on the street in the total darkness, at night, in the morning, lying down in bed, whatever you're doing reading Quran, you're doing things to please Allah, or you're doing things to go against the commandment of Allah Azza wa Jal, know that Allah Azza wa Jal has placed witnesses upon you, and Allah Himself is witnessing what you're doing. وَمَا يَعْزُبُ عَنْ رَبِّكَ مِنْ مِثْقَالِ ذَرَّةٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَلَا فِي السَّمَاءِ. It is not hard unto Allah Azza wa Jal to be aware of the weight of an atom in the earth or in the heavens. So even an atom, Allah is aware of it. وَلَا فِي السَّمَاءِ وَلَا أَصْغَرَ مِنْ ذَلِكَ وَلَا أَكْبَرَ. Not even smaller than that or larger than that, إِلَّا فِي كِتَابٍ مُبِينٍ, except it has already predetermined and pre-decreed in a book that is very clear and evident. This is the Kitab al-Maknoon. Allah Azza wa Jal has decreed beforehand. So basically there Allah Azza wa Jal says, don't be happy, don't be sad. Whatever is going to happen is already been predetermined, pre-decreed. The only happiness is if Allah is pleased with you. That's when you should feel happy, inshallah. ألا إن أولياء الله لا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. And then here Allah Azza wa Jal is concluding these few ayat and He's saying, isn't it true that the awliya Allah, those whom Allah Azza wa Jal has chosen by guiding them, by giving them guidance, by making them, by being pleased with them for what they've done because they believed in Allah, they worship Allah, they are believers, they did taqwa, they pray and they do those things. These are awliya Allah. Ala inna awliya Allah la khawfun alayhim wa la hum yahzanun. They shouldn't be feared, they shouldn't fear anything, and they shouldn't feel saddened in any way. And who are they? الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَكَانُوا يَتَّقُونَ. Those who truly believed in Allah and not just believe, وَكَانُوا يَتَّقُونَ, and they used to do taqwa. And taqwa meaning whatever Allah told them to do, they did. Whatever Allah told them not to do, they didn't do. So they prayed, they did fasting, they give charity, they attended salat, they do all the things that Allah Azza wa Jal told them to do, and they stayed away from the things, and they know that Allah is watching them all the time. And these are the awliya Allah. These are those whom Allah Azza wa Jal has testified that He is the one who is taking care of them and watching over them. Why? Because, and He is pleased with them because they believed in Him and they were muttaqeen. Then Allah Azza wa Jal says, لَهُمُ الْبُشْرَى فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ. They have the glad tidings in this life and the hereafter. So Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu, is it Ibn Abbas? No, Abi Darda. Abi Darda came to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and he says, what is the glad tidings in this life? I understand the glad tidings in the hereafter, which is they get Jannah. But Allah Azza wa Jalla says they have glad tidings in this life. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, by Allah, nobody asked me what this means except you. You're the only one who asked me that question. He says, لَهُمُ الْبُشْرَى فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. They have the glad tidings in this worldly life is through a vision that Allah Azza wa Jalla would let them see it, either in dream or let others see them in a good vision. Subhanallah. So Allah has sent down to them the revelation through a vision while they're sleeping, or some other people saw them in dream in good state and they told them, well, I saw you mashallah in Mecca, I saw you in Haram, or you saw yourself, praying here or praying that. This is the bushra, this is the glad tidings that Allah Azza wa Jal gives it to you even before you meet Him on the day of Qiyamah. وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ, and on the hereafter, they will get the glad tidings of the reward of Jannah. لهم البشرى في الحياة الدنيا والآخرة لا تبديل لخلق الله. Where am I? لا تبديل لكلمات الله. Allah Azza wa Jal, there's no one can change the words and the commandments of Allah Azza wa Jal. It's already been decreed by Allah Azza wa Jal. They will get their glad tidings in this world and in the hereafter. ذلك هو الفوز العظيم. Indeed, this is the greatest of success. ولا يحزنك قولهم. And then Allah Azza wa Jal, He is comforting the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and says, don't let whatever they say to you sadden you. They can say whatever they want. They cursed him, they said a lot of bad things about him. He says, don't be saddened. And then very soon now we're going to see the story of Prophet Nuh alayhi salam that comes right after here. ولا يحزنك قولهم. Don't let them sadden you what they say. إن العزة لله جميعا. Indeed, the might and the glory belongs only to Allah Azza wa Jal, completely to Allah Azza wa Jal. إن العزة لله هو السميع العليم. He's the one who sees, who hears everything and who knows everything. So they can say whatever they want, but know that the glory all belong to Allah. And if you are on Allah's side, know that the glory all belong to you because you're on Allah's side. ألا إن لله من في السماوات من في الأرض. Then Allah is asking the question also, isn't it true that everything that it is on earth and in the heavens belongs to Allah Azza wa Jal? وما يتبع الذين من دونه شركاء من دون الله شركاء وما يتبع الذين يدعون من دونه شركاء. And those who are calling besides Allah Azza wa Jal, they are not calling partners with Allah. And let me explain. So Allah Azza wa Jal is saying, those who are calling the idols, those who are worshipping men, those who are worshipping the stones, those who are worshipping things, and they say these will get us closer to Allah, these are the partners with Allah. Allah says, these are not my partner. They are claiming they are my partner. They are thinking this way. These are not my partner. Allah is the one, the only one. He is, glory be to Him. There is no need for Him to have partners or anything like that. ما يدعون من دون الله شركاء إن يتبعون إلا الظن. They only follow their own thinking. وإنهم إلا يخرصون. And they're just basically falsifying and fabricating all these things. هو الذي جعل لكم الليل لتسكنوا فيه والنهار مبصرا. It is Him who has made for you the night so you can go and rest in it. تسكنوا فيه. سكون, you feel tranquility. The night is for rest, for tranquility. You go to your family, you're in your house, you close your door, you're finished with the work, you're in the, now you're resting, you're at home, you're sitting with your family, you can take a nap, you can go to sleep, you have your wife. That's Allah Azza wa Jal has, out of His mercy and out of His blessing and out of His rahmah, He has made for us a night so we can feel tranquility in it. وَالنَّهَارَ مُبْصِرًا. And He has made the day mubsira, that you can see in it. He has brought lots of light for us. The sun has subjected it for us so we can have a day, so we can go seek His provisions. إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِقَوْمٍ يَسْمَعُونَ. Indeed, in this there are signs to people who can hear. Every time Allah Azza wa Jal talks about the night, He says, indeed, in this there are signs for those who hears. But at night you don't see, during the darkness you can't see what you can hear. And then during the daytime, Allah Azza wa Jalla, when He talks about in this ayat to those who can see. Subhanallah, and you will see that also in Surah Al-Qasas later. قَالُوا اتَّخَذَ اللَّهُ وَلَدًا. And they said that Allah Azza wa Jalla has begotten a son. Subhana, glory be to Him. هُوَ الْغَنِيُّ. He is in no need to have any children. لَهُ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ. To Him belongs everything in the heaven and on earth. إِنْ عِنْدَكُمْ مِنْ سُلْطَانٍ بِهَذَا. Then Allah is asking a question. Do you have a proof that Allah Azza wa Jal has a son? أَتَقُولُونَ عَلَى اللَّهِ مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Are you saying unto Allah Azza wa Jal things that you know not? قُلْ إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَفْتَرُونَ عَلَى اللَّهِ الْكَذِبَ لَا يُفْلِحُونَ. Tell them, those who are creating falsehood and lies upon Allah Azza wa Jal, they will never be successful. مَتَاعٌ فِي الدُّنْيَا. All they get is enjoyment in this life. ثُمَّ إِلَيْنَا مَرْجِعُهُمْ. And then we will take them to, and Allah Azza wa Jal will return them to Him. ثُمَّ نُذِيقُهُمُ الْعَذَابَ الشَّدِيدِ. And then we will let them taste the very severe punishment بِمَا كَانُوا يَكْفُرُونَ, with the things that they use to disbelieve. Now here, after Allah Azza wa Jal started this for 3 lessons, we're just going through now the introduction of Surah Younus. And now we're going to hear a very good story, a small portion of the story of Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, but then some details about the story of Prophet Musa and how Allah Azza wa Jal drowned Fir'aun and saved Fir'aun from the drowning after he saved his body after he killed him through the drowning. So here Allah Azza wa Jal is telling us how Allah was talking to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Don't let them sadden you. The things that they say, the things that they accuse you of, they have done that before. Don't let it sadden you. And here Allah is comforting him with the story of Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. وَاتْلُ عَلَيْهِمْ نَبَأَ نُوحٍ إِذْ قَالَ لِقَوْمِهِ يَا قَوْمِ إِنْ كَانَ كَبُرَ عَلَيْكُمْ مَقَامِي وَتَذْكِيرِي بِآيَاتِ اللَّهِ. And recite unto them the story of the Prophet, or the news about Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, when he told his people, يَا قَوْمِ إِنْ كَانَ كَبُرَ عَلَيْكُمْ مَقَامِي وَتَذْكِيرِي بِآيَاتِ اللَّهِ. If it has become hard on you, or harsh on you, or too difficult on you, the fact that I stayed with you for a long time, and the fact that I have spent so much trying to remind you to stay on the path of Allah Azza wa Jal. Tadhkiri, I'm reminding you bi'ayatillah, with the sign of Allah Azza wa Jal. Then if all of this, if you're so tired of me, know فَعَلَى اللَّهِ تَوَكَّلْ. Know that I rely completely onto Allah Azza wa Jal. فَأَجْمِعُوا أَمْرَكُمْ. Go and all together, gather together and plot against me. فَأَجْمِعُوا أَمْرَكُمْ وَشُرَكَاءَكُمْ. Bring all your partners with you, all the gods that you worship, bring them with you. Comes together, plot against me. ثُمَّ لَا يَكُمْ أَمْرُكُمْ عَلَيْكُمْ غُمَّةً. And don't go and plot against me in secrecy. Plot against me publicly, whatever you want to do. I don't fear you. What they did, and how this ayah came, the Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, for 950 years he's calling his people toward the path of Allah Azza wa Jal. Then they threatened him. After 950 years, they said, we're going to stone you to death. So then the Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, he didn't fear them. He knew that Allah is on his side. He said, go and gather anything that you want. Plot whatever you want. Don't do this in secret. Don't try to come. Come face me. I'm facing you. Come face me. Do whatever you want. ثُمَّ أَجْمِعُوا كَيْدَكُمْ. ثم لا يكن أمركم غمة عليكم. Don't do that in secret. ثم قدوا إلي ولا تنظرون. Then go and do what you want to do against me, and then don't give me heed. Do it whenever you want. فإن توليتم, but if you turn away, and if you're not gonna follow me and obey what I'm telling you, فما سألتكم من أجر. Know that I have never asked you for a single reward. And this is also something that we as Muslims need to always be very careful with, which is da'wah, the work of da'wah. We don't do it for worldly gains. We don't do it for money, we don't do it to gain fame, we don't do it to gain anything. We do it purely for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal. ما سألتكم من أجر. I never asked you for 950 years. I'm calling you to Allah Azza wa Jal. I never asked you for a penny. In أجري إلا على الله. That Allah is alone the one who's going to reward me. وأمرت أن أكون من المسلمين. And I was commanded to be among the Muslims. فكذبوه. They disbelieved in him. فنجيناه ومن معه في الفلك. Then Allah Azza wa Jal saved him with those who followed him in the ark, in the ship. في الفلك. وجعلناهم خلائف. And then Allah Azza wa Jal made them generations after generations that came after Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. وأغرقنا الذين كذبوا بآياتنا. So those whom Allah Azza wa Jal saved made them nations. But all those who disbelieved, He drowned them. He drowned the entire earth and killed all of them. وأغرقنا الذين كذبوا بآياتنا فانظر كيف كان عاقبة المنذرين. And we have drowned those who disbelieved in our sign, and see what was the reward of those who disbelieve in Allah Azza wa Jal. Then Allah Azza wa Jal tells us, He summarizes all the prophets after Nuh alayhi salam in those next couple of ayats. And then Allah Azza wa Jalla said, ثُمَّ بَعَثْنَا مِن بَعْدِهِ رُسُلًا إِلَىٰ قَوْمِهِمْ. And then after this, we have sent messengers to their people. فَجَاءُوهُمْ بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ. They came to them with clear evidence. فَمَا كَانُوا لِيُؤْمِنُوا بِمَا كَذَّبُوا مِن قَبْلِ. They were never to believe with what they disbelieved before. They disbelieved no matter what sign Allah Azza wa Jalla has given them. He sent Ad, He sent Thamud, He sent Prophet Salih, Prophet Hud to Qawm Ad, Prophet Salih to Qawm Thamud, and then nations after nations after nations, and they gave them so many miracles, but they still disbelieved in them. كذلك نطبع على قلوب المعتدين. And Allah Azza wa Jal, He put a seal onto the heart of those who transgress. Then after that, He tells us a story here, a small story about Prophet Musa alayhi salam, inshallah. We'll conclude with that small story, inshallah. ثم بعثنا من بعدهم موسى وهارون إلى فرعون وملئه بآياتنا فاستكبروا وكانوا قوما مجرمين. And after that, we have sent Prophet Musa and his brother Aaron إلى فرعون, to Pharaoh, وملئه, and his chiefs. بآياتنا, with clear signs from Allah Azza wa Jal. فاستكبروا, they were arrogant. وَكَانُوا قَوْمًا مُجْرِمِينَ, and they were criminal and transgressor people. So what did they do? They went and then they killed the children of the Bani Israel, the male children. They saved the female. They harmed the children of Israel. They got so many signs, and they disbelieved in Prophet Musa. He came to them with so many miracles. So here Allah Azza wa Jal is giving us a small story of that. فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُمُ الْحَقُّ مِنْ عِنْدِنَا قَالُوا إِنَّ هَذَا لَسِحْرٌ مُبِينٌ. When Musa alayhi salam came to them with truth from Allah Azza wa Jal, He showed them all the miracles. He took the stick, became a snake. He challenged all the magicians. He ate all their sticks with the snake that Allah Azza wa Jal transformed miraculously from a stick into a snake, ate all their sticks and their ropes. Then when they saw this in their own eyes, قالوا إن هذا لسحر مبين. They said, indeed, this is nothing except clear magic, clear sorcery. قال موسى أتقولون الحق لما جاءكم. Musa told them, are you telling to the truth when you saw the truth in your own eyes and it came to you? You're saying this is sorcery, this is magic. أسحر هذا ولا يفلح الساحرون. And indeed, the magician will never be successful. You saw it in your own eyes. You brought 1,000+ magicians and they were all defeated. Magic will never be successful in front of the miracles from Allah Azza wa Jal. قالوا, then they told him, قالوا أجئتنا لتلفتنا عما وجدنا عليه آباءنا. Did you come here to turn us away from what our fathers used to do? Who are you trying to teach us something new? We don't want to follow you. وَتَكُونَ لَكُمَ الْكِبْرِيَاءُ فِي الْأَرْضِ. You're doing it only because you want to be the leader. You want to be the arrogant ones on earth. You want to be the, you want to take us down because you want to take over the land from us. We're not going to allow you. وَمَا نَحْنُ لَكُمَا بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. And we will never believe in what you're doing, to Musa and his brother Harun. وَقَالَ فِرْعَوْنُ ائْتُونِي بِكُلِّ سَاحِرٍ عَلِيمٍ. When Musa challenged them the first time, he came and showed Fir'aun the miracle. Then Fir'aun wanted to challenge him. So Fir'aun says he called in all the cities of Egypt. وقال فرعون, and he said, ائتوني بكل ساحر عليم. Bring me every knowledgeable magician, because I want to challenge Musa. فلما جاء السحرة قال لهم موسى ألقوا ما أنتم ملقون. When all the magicians came, and they came in the thousands, Musa told them, throw what you're throwing. Show me your magic. فلما ألقوا, when they threw their sticks and their ropes, قال موسى ما جئتم به السحر. What you have done is magic, is sorcery, is tricks, is magical tricks. إن الله سيبطله. Allah is going to falsify it. Allah is going to show that this is not true. إن الله لا يصلح عمل المفسدين. Indeed, Allah does not make right the work of those who transgress, those who do mischief. ويحق الله الحق بكلماته. And Allah will make the truth true with His words. ولو كره المجرمون. Even if the criminals hated the most. فما آمن لموسى إلا ذرية من قومه على خوف من فرعون وملئهم أن يفتنهم. Only a few of the children of Israel truly believed in Musa, even at the time of Musa alayhi salam. He came to save them. From the children of Israel, ذرية, some of their children, like the older men, the chiefs of Bani Israel, they still didn't believe. Why? Because of fear of Pharaoh. They feared Pharaoh and they were still doubting what Musa can do, but the true believers were their children. And this is true. What happened later, Allah Azza wa Jal did not bring the Nusra to the children of Israel, didn't give them victory unless all of the old generation has passed away and the new generation came in, and Allah Azza wa Jal gave them the victory with Prophet David alayhi salam. And we saw this earlier in Surah Al-Baqarah. And then Allah Azza wa Jal says, فَمَا أَمَنَ وَإِنَّ فِرْعَوْنَ لَعَالٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ. Indeed, Fir'aun is very arrogant and transgressor on earth. وَإِنَّهُ لَمِنَ الْمُسْرِفِينَ. And he is among those who wasteful, who is, he thought he can do whatever he wants. وَقَالَ مُوسَى يَا قَوْمِ إِن كُنتُمْ آمَنْتُمْ بِاللَّهِ فَعَلَيْهِ تَوَكَّلُوا إِن كُنتُمْ مُسْلِمِينَ. So what happened is Fir'aun has harmed the children of Israel, has killed some of their children, a lot of their firstborns, has done a lot of things against the children of Israel. So they were hurt. Not only that, they were only allowed to pray in their temples, the children of Israel. They couldn't pray at home, right? So what Pharaoh has done, he has closed all their temples, either destroying them, burn them, whatever it is. He closed their temples that they can't pray in their temples. So here Musa comes to his people, try to comfort them, and he says, وَقَالَ مُوسَى يَا قَوْمِ إِن كُنتُمْ آمَنْتُمْ بِاللَّهِ. If you truly are believers and believe in Allah Azza wa Jal, فَعَلَيْهِ تَوَكَّلُوا. Unto Him take total reliance. إِن كُنتُمْ مُسْلِمِينَ. If you are truly Muslims. فَقَالُوا عَلَى اللَّهِ تَوَكَّلْنَا. They said, indeed, we rely unto Allah Azza wa Jal. رَبَّنَا لَا تَجْعَلْنَا فِتْنَةً لِلْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ. Oh Allah Azza wa Jal, do not make us a fitna, a test to those people, the wrongdoers. Don't let us fail your test and follow those people who are transgressing. وَنَجِّنَا بِرَحْمَتِكَ مِنَ الْقَوْمِ الْكَافِرِينَ. And save us through your mercy from those disbelieving people. Then Allah Azza wa Jal here told Musa and his brother Harun, and he sent to them the wahi, and he says, to give them the nusra, he wants something from them. He says, I will save you. Even though Musa is with you, you didn't believe, but now I want you to truly believe and come back. When you start coming together and start praying to me, I will give you the nusra. Praying to Allah Azza wa Jal. So here Allah Azza wa Jal tells Prophet Musa alayhi salam and his brother Harun, وَأَوْحَيْنَا إِلَى مُوسَى وَأَخِيهِ أَن تَبَوَّآ لِقَوْمِكُمَا بِمِصْرَ بُيُوتًا وَاجْعَلُوا بُيُوتَكُمْ قِبْلَةً وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَبَشِّرِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. And we have given revelation to Musa and his brother Harun, أَن تَبَوَّآ لِقَوْمِكُمَا بِمِصْرَ بُيُوتًا, that choose few homes from your homes in Egypt, the homes of children of Israel. Now, you don't have to do your prayers in the temples. وَاجْعَلُوا بُيُوتَكُمْ قِبْلَةً, and make your homes a qibla. Make your homes masajid. You know, you prepare in your homes, make masajid so you can do your prayers at home. You can't pray outside, you're stuck, Fir'aun is not allowing you, pray at home. If you pray, I'm going to save you. وَاجْعَلُوا بُيُوتَكُمْ قِبْلَةً وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ, and establish salat. وَبَشِّرِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, and give glad tidings to the believers if they are truly believers, because I'm going to save you, children of Israel. وَقَالَ مُوسَى رَبَّنَا, and here Musa alayhi salam, after he has given up on Fir'aun, after years trying to convince Fir'aun to give him the children of Israel and all the punishment that happened to the children of Israel, he make a dua against Fir'aun, a dua of destruction to Fir'aun. And he says, وَقَالَ مُوسَى رَبَّنَا إِنَّكَ آتَيْتَ فِرْعَوْنَ وَمَلَأَهُ زِينَةً وَأَمْوَالًا فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. Oh Allah, you have given Fir'aun and his chiefs, you have given them wealth, you have given them beauties, you have given them all kind of beautification, all kind of glory that you have given them, زِينَةً وَأَمْوَالًا, and wealth and money, فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا, in this life. رَبَّنَا لِيُضِلُّوا عَنْ سَبِيلِكَ. And what did they do with this wealth? What did they do with the power they have? They have transgressed and they have misguided people from the straight path of Allah Azza wa Jal. رَبَّنَا اطْمِسْ عَلَىٰ أَمْوَالِهِمْ. Oh Allah, destroy their wealth. وَاشْدُدْ عَلَىٰ قُلُوبِهِمْ. Make their hearts so harsh and so hard. لَا يُؤْمِنُوا, they will never believe. حَتَّى يَرَوْا الْعَذَابَ الْأَلِيمِ, until they see the most severe punishment. This is a very powerful dua, very strong dua that Prophet Musa alayhi salam did against Fir'aun and his chief. He said, I don't want anybody of them to believe anymore. He gave up. He didn't say, Allah may not make him believe. He realized how bad they were. He made a dua. He says, Allah, stop. I don't want a single one of them to believe again. And I don't want them to believe until they see the punishment in their own eyes. حَتَّى يَرَوْا الْعَذَابَ الْأَلِيمِ. So right away, Allah Azza wa Jal answered Musa alayhi salam, قَالَ قَدْ أُجِيبَتْ دَعْوَتُكُمَا. Your call has been answered. Both of you, you and Harun. فَاسْتَقِيمَا. Establish yourself, straighten yourself, meaning pray, stay on the straight path. وَلَا تَتَّبِعَانِ السَّبِيلَ الَّذِينَ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. And do not follow the way of those who do not know. And then Allah Azza wa Jal here, He told, after all the trials that He has given the children of Israel and to Pharaoh, then Pharaoh at the end let them leave. When they were leaving the children of Israel, and they came and they were by the sea, and Pharaoh decided to follow them and he wants to destroy them. Allah Azza wa Jal made him stop. And then Allah Azza wa Jal asked Jibreel to split the sea, the Red Sea for them, and made the road very hard so they can easily walk on it and cross the sea with 2 mountains of water standing. Nothing holding them but Allah Azza wa Jal and Jibreel through the commandments of Allah Azza wa Jal. So here Allah Azza wa Jal, He's telling us the story of what happened. وَجَاوَزْنَا بِبَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ الْبَحْرِ. The children of Israel, they crossed the sea. And Allah Azza wa Jal told them, take your time. Don't fear that Pharaoh is going to attack you. Take your time. Until they cross the entire sea and Pharaoh is standing like this in amazement, looking at them. Wow, this huge miracle, how Allah Azza wa Jal split the sea for them. فَأَتْبَعُهُمْ, but out of his arrogance, he decided to follow them. After they crossed the sea, he ran through the sea to follow them. فَأَتْبَعُهُمْ فِرْعَوْنُ وَجُنُودُهُ بَغْيًا وَعَدْوًا. Pharaoh and his army, they followed them, they're transgressing and out of animosity to them. حتى إذا أدركه الغرق, until he was drowning, and he realized. So Allah Azza wa Jal, so when he followed them, Allah commanded Jibreel to close the water on them. So when the water was closing on them, he was drowning, and he was drowning. He realized now he saw the punishment in his own eyes. What did he do? He says, حتى إذا أدركه الغرق قال آمنت. He says, I believe. أنه لا إله إلا الذي آمنت به بنو إسرائيل. I believe that there is no God except the God that the children of Israel believed in. So now and when he was saying that, Jibreel alayhi salam was like, he wanted to shut him down, or he really like, why is he saying that? He doesn't want to hear him say that, because he doesn't want Allah Azza wa Jal to forgive him. But then he saw, and this is the dua of Musa alayhi salam, لا يؤمنوا, they don't believe until they see the punishment in their eyes. He saw the punishment in his eye. He was drowning. He believed. But then Allah Azza wa Jalla says, Al-an, and that's the next ayah. It says, Al-an, now? Now? Now you believe after what? After what? Now that you saw the punishment in your eyes, you knew that you're drowning, you knew that you're going to be killed. وَقَدْ عَصَيْتَ قَبْلُ وَكُنْتَ مِنَ الْمُفْسِدِينَ, and you have transgressed before, and you are among those who mufsideen, who created fasad on earth, made mischief on earth. فَالْيَوْمَ نُنَجِّيكَ بِبَدَنِكَ لِتَكُونَ لِمَنْ خَلْفَكَ آيَةً. So today we will save your body. Allah Azza wa Jal let the sea spit his body, and he preserved his body until now, and it's going to be preserved till the end of time. His body today is in France, in one of their museums. And Allah preserved it. Nobody else preserved it. Allah took it from the sea, and فَالْيَوْمَ نُنَجِّيكَ بِبَدَنِكَ. We will save you in your body, so you will be a sign for those after you. Sign. So we look at him, and we look at him, we don't look, oh, look at this amazing. No, it's not amazing. This is a rat. This is someone who refused to prostrate down to Allah Azza wa Jal, who thought he was the greatest God on earth. And look at him now. He looks like a rat sitting in the museums in Paris. SubhanAllah. لِتَكُونَ لِمَنْ خَلْفَكَ آيَةً. So you will be a sign for those behind you. وَإِنَّ كَثِيرًا مِنَ النَّاسِ عَنْ آيَاتِنَا لَغَافِلُونَ. And indeed, a large number of the people are not aware of the true signs of Allah Azza wa Jal. When they see Him, when they see those things, it doesn't remind them with who He was, what He has done, and how Allah Azza wa Jal has punished him. They look at it in different, lens, subhanAllah. So I will stop here, inshallah. We'll continue next week. There's only very, very little, and then we finish Surah Younus next week, and we'll start with Surah Hud. Surah Hud is an excellent surah, inshallah. أستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خير.